Moore v. Harper, a case that could seriously change the way elections are handled across the country. But how exactly? I'm about to tell you. Now, this is a deep dive video and it is really important. So if you can watch it right now, great. If you don't have time, I highly encourage you to favorite this and come back and watch it when you have a few minutes. The bottom line, this case is about independent state legislature theory and gerrymandering. And keep watching till the end because I'm going to gerrymander a map so you actually see how it works. But first, here's what's going on with this case. The U.S. Supreme Court announced they will take up that case in the next term out of North Carolina. It's called Moore versus Harper. The short version of the case is the North Carolina Supreme Court threw out a newly redrawn district map the court found to be extremely gerrymandered and therefore unlawful under the North Carolina Constitution. North Carolina's lawmakers completely disagreed and appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court, and the justices said, yep, we're going to hear that case. The North Carolina lawmakers who are bringing the case subscribe to the independent state legislature theory, and really, that's what the justices are going to be deciding on. If the justices side with lawmakers, it would give state legislatures full control to conduct state elections and create election rules with no check on that power from anyone, including the governor or the courts. In the most extreme case, a state legislature unhappy with the outcome of an election could simply declare it tainted, nullify the results, and award state electors to whichever candidate it wanted. Now, I know that all sounds really scary, and there are some terms in there that may be confusing, but I'm going to explain all of those things right now. First, let's discuss this controversial idea called independent state legislature theory. It's actually rooted in the Constitution in two separate places. In Article 1, Section 4, the Constitution says, "The times, places, and manner of holding elections for senators and representatives shall be prescribed in each state by the legislature thereof. But the Congress may at any time by law make or alter such regulations except as to the places of choosing senators." And Article 2, Section 1 says, "Each state shall appoint in such manner as the legislature thereof may direct a number of electors equal to the whole number of senators and representatives to which the state may be entitled in the Congress." The independent state legislature theory latches on to the number of times the Constitution mentions the word legislature. Those in favor of the theory believe the Constitution does not use the word court, it does not use the word governor when it comes to elections. It uses the word legislature. Therefore, those who subscribe to the theory believe neither the governor nor the courts should have any say in the legislature's decision. The other word that may be confusing in all of this is the word gerrymander. In this country, every 10 years after a census, congressional district maps are redrawn by state legislatures, governors, and local commissions to better represent the population. Now, because we just had a census in 2020, those maps have just recently been redrawn. But those maps can really be manipulated for one party's political gain over another. And that process is called gerrymandering. And according to the Supreme Court, it's technically legal, and I'm going to show you right now how it works. Let's take an imaginary state. And in our imaginary state, we have the imaginary Orange Party and the imaginary Green Party. For argument's sake, we'll say all the people who belong to the Orange Party sort of live in the same area, and all the people who belong to the Green Party sort of live in the same area. Now, according to our founding fathers, representation is based on population, and it should be proportional, like this. This would be a fair redistricting. You could see the Orange Party, they have more members, they get 3 representatives, and the Green Party, if I draw the maps this way, they also get representatives, even though they have fewer members. But do you want to see how I can gerrymander the crap out of this map? Boom, like this. You can see if I draw the map horizontally instead of vertically, orange wins every time, meaning only orange representatives. The Green Party, though they still have members, get no representation. This is going to blow your mind. You want to see how I can do it for the Green Party? Like this. See, if you draw the map lines real funny, you can make it so green gets more representatives than orange, even though orange clearly has more members. But you're probably thinking, Lisa, this doesn't happen in real life. You're damn right it does. These are actual district maps in the United States for the years 2010 to 2020. Some say these are the most egregious cases of gerrymandering in the country. While all of this is happening, I told you in this video last week, the Senate has come up with a bipartisan election reform bill that would address some of those issues I'm talking about, but it has not been put up for a vote yet. Now, whatever the court decides, the U.S. Constitution also requires state legislatures to comply with anti-discrimination law, the Bill of Rights, the 14th Amendment, and all the other federal laws that guarantee voting rights and prohibit any illegal vote counting. The Supreme Court will hear the Moore versus Harper case in the fall.